Did you know that nearly 80% of seniors say they want to live a vibrant, fulfilling life, but only about half feel they're actually doing so? That's a big gap, and it tells us something important. Thriving in our later years isn't just about luck or genetics. It's about the choices we make every single day. Maybe you've felt that dip in energy, or noticed that some things don't come as easily as they used to. But here's the good news. Small, intentional habits can make a world of difference. Whether it's staying active, keeping your mind sharp, or nurturing your emotional well-being, there are simple, proven ways to feel more vibrant and fulfilled, no matter your age. In this video, we'll explore some of the best expert-backed tips to help you live your best life as a senior. And trust me, by the end, you'll feel inspired and ready to take on each day with more joy and vitality. So, stick around, because this is all about you and the life you deserve. Now, let's start with something that might surprise you. Movement isn't just about fitness. It's about freedom. Take Margaret, for example. At 72, she thought her days of feeling strong and agile were behind her. But then she discovered gentle yoga and short daily walks. Within weeks, she noticed her balance improved, her joints felt better, and, most importantly, she had more energy to play with her grandkids. The key here isn't running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about finding what works for your body. A 20-minute stroll in the park, some light stretching in the morning, or even dancing to your favorite old tunes, all of it counts. The goal is to keep your body moving in ways that feel good, because staying active is one of the fastest ways to boost your mood, your health, and even your independence. And while we're on the topic of independence, let's talk about something just as important: your social connections. Research shows that seniors with strong social ties live longer, happier lives. But here's the thing. It's not about having dozens of friends. It's about having meaningful connections. Think about George, who joined a local book club at 68. At first, he was hesitant. Would he fit in? Would he enjoy it? But soon, those weekly meetings became the highlight of his week. The discussions, the laughter, even the occasional friendly debate. It all gave him a sense of belonging and purpose. You don't need a big crowd to feel connected. A phone call to an old friend, a weekly coffee date with a neighbor, or even volunteering for a cause you care about can make all the difference. Because at the end of the day, it's those little moments of connection that remind us we're not alone, and that life is meant to be shared. Now, let's talk about something we often overlook: the power of a positive mindset. It might sound simple, but the way we talk to ourselves shapes our reality. Take Helen, for instance. After losing her husband, she felt like her world had shrunk. But then she started a gratitude journal, just writing down 3 small things she was thankful for each day. Over time, she noticed a shift. The sunrises seemed brighter. The grandkids' visits felt sweeter. Even on tough days, she could find something to appreciate. Gratitude doesn't erase life's challenges, but it does help us see the good that's still there. And that's a game changer. So, let's keep this conversation going. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with someone who might need a little inspiration today. And of course, subscribe to our channel, because we've got plenty more wisdom to share to help you live your most vibrant life. Now, let's dive even deeper into how small daily choices can transform your well-being. There's a saying that goes, "The little things, the little moments, they aren't little." And when it comes to living a vibrant life as a senior, that couldn't be more true. It's not about grand gestures or drastic changes. It's about those small daily habits that add up to something extraordinary. Take sleep, for example. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sleep? Really? But here's the thing. Quality rest isn't just about feeling rested in the morning. It affects your memory, your mood, even your immune system. And yet, so many of us struggle with it as we get older. Let me tell you about Robert. At 75, he was used to waking up multiple times a night, tossing and turning and starting his day feeling groggy. Then, he made a few simple adjustments, keeping a consistent bedtime, limiting caffeine after noon, and turning off the TV an hour before sleep. Within weeks, he was sleeping more soundly than he had in years. And the best part? His morning walks felt easier, his mind felt sharper, and he even had more patience with his crossword puzzles. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine to sleep better. Sometimes it's as simple as dimming the lights earlier or swapping that late-night snack for a cup of chamomile tea. Because when you sleep well, everything else feels more manageable. Now, let's talk about something that often gets pushed to the side but is just as vital: mental stimulation. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it and it stays strong. Neglect it, and well, it gets a little rusty. But here's the good news. Keeping your mind active doesn't mean you have to go back to school or solve complex equations, unless you want to. Consider Evelyn, who took up watercolor painting at 80. At first, she was hesitant. I've never been artistic. But with each brushstroke, she wasn't just creating art. She was creating new neural pathways in her brain. Pretty soon, she noticed her focus was better, her memory felt sharper, and she even had a new sense of confidence. You don't have to paint or learn a new language, though both are fantastic. Something as simple as doing a daily crossword, playing cards with friends, or even trying a new recipe can give your brain that much needed workout. The key is to keep it fun, because when you enjoy it, you'll stick with it. And while we're on the topic of sticking with things, let's talk about nutrition. Now, I'm not here to lecture you about diets or tell you to give up your favorite foods, but what if I told you that a few small tweaks could make you feel years younger? Meet Frank, who at 78 was feeling sluggish and achy most days. His doctor suggested adding more leafy greens and omega-3s. Think spinach, salmon, even a handful of walnuts. Within a month, his joints felt better, his energy levels improved, and he was back to tending his garden with ease. You don't have to give up the foods you love. Instead, think of it as adding more good stuff, like colorful fruits and veggies, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Because when you nourish your body well, it rewards you with more vitality and joy. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you've made that's had a big impact on your well-being? Drop a comment below, and let's inspire each other. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to like this video and share it with a friend who might need these tips too. Your support helps us create more content to help seniors like you live their best lives. Coming up, we'll talk about one of the most powerful yet overlooked aspects of aging well. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. You know, there's a beautiful truth about getting older that often gets overlooked. With age comes a rare kind of freedom. The freedom to slow down and savor life. The freedom to let go of what doesn't matter and focus on what truly does. And that brings me to one of the most important ingredients for a vibrant later life: purpose. Let me tell you about Martha. At 82, she found herself feeling adrift after retiring from teaching. Then she started volunteering at her local library, reading to children once a week. Those Tuesday mornings became her anchor, the sparkle in a child's eye when they discovered a new story, the way their little hands would clutch hers when they got excited. Suddenly, Martha wasn't just living her days, she was lighting up lives, including her own. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It might be tending your garden and sharing the harvest with neighbors. It could be passing down family recipes to your grandchildren. Or maybe it's simply being the person who always has time to listen. When we have reasons to get up in the morning that go beyond just passing time, something remarkable happens. We don't just add years to our life, we add life to our years. Now, let's talk about something equally powerful but often neglected: learning to embrace change with grace. Our later years bring inevitable shifts. Our bodies change, our roles evolve, our social circles might shrink. But here's what I've learned from countless wise seniors: resistance creates suffering, while acceptance creates peace. Take my friend Carl, who at 85 had to give up driving. At first, he fought it tooth and nail, but when he finally surrendered to using the senior shuttle service, he discovered something wonderful. He met new friends during those rides, saved money on car maintenance, and actually enjoyed being chauffeured for once. What seemed like a loss became an unexpected gain. The secret isn't pretending these changes don't sting sometimes. It's about allowing yourself to grieve what's past while staying open to new possibilities. Because often, on the other side of that acceptance, we find blessings we never saw coming. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with perhaps the most important piece of wisdom I've gathered. Your later years are your masterpiece years. This is when all your experiences, all your hard-won lessons, all your love and laughter come together to create something extraordinary, the story of a life well lived. So here's my challenge to you today. Pick one small thing from our conversation that resonated with you. Maybe it's reaching out to an old friend this week. Maybe it's trying a new vegetable at the market. Or perhaps it's simply giving yourself permission to slow down and enjoy the sunset. Whatever it is, start there. Because here's the beautiful truth. It's never too late to make your life more vibrant, more joyful, more fulfilling. Those small steps, they add up to an extraordinary journey. I'd love to hear what inspired you most today. Drop a comment below, and let's keep this conversation going. If this video brought you value, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share it with someone you care about, and subscribe if you haven't already. Every click, every share helps us reach more wonderful people like you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, the best years aren't behind you. They're all around you, waiting to be lived fully. Here's to your health, your happiness, and your extraordinary wisdom. Until next time, keep shining.